Load game. End of sesh. That was really funny. Thank you guys for making me laugh. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, save it on a new day. It's the beginning of the session. Here we go.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
All right. So, what happened last time is we were sent to the Stolen Lands to clean up the bandits that live there and settle the place and establish a town or a barony here. And it's going to be recognized by a nearby country as a legit barony. But there's already a bandit lord in this land called the Stag Lord, I think. And this bandit king controls the area. So we're going to try to oust him. This little trading outpost with Oleg and his wife Svetlana. There were bandits here when we got here, and we told them to go away. And
without a doubt,
we might have killed a couple. So the bandits are gonna be back. So we gotta prepare. Yeah.
Cat literally just tried to trip me.
Cat tried to trip you?
I was walking past and he grabbed my foot to the point where I had
Really?
like a little hop.
Well. Yeah.
I have a question to ask you.
We're starting now.
I know, but
We're
this will
getting
be the
into
last
this.
time.
All right, last time.
I just wanted to make sure that was it.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to prepare for this counterattack by the bandits here. I have a party of 4. My main character
I need to concentrate.
is a sorcerer, a half-orc sorcerer named Silas. We have Lindsay, the halfling bard. We have Harem, the Eeyore, depressing cleric. And we have Amari, who is a barbarian, human barbarian. All right, let's go. So I need to explore. We got to prepare for this counterattack.
No fear.
I don't know if there's anything that we should do to prepare or set up, but I'm looking. We also have a limited amount of time to take out the Stag Lord, so we got to be mindful of how quickly we progress, right? This old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. Oh, I love these little animals. Little puppy here. Oh. Ooh, a heavy crossbow. Am I allowed to take this stuff? Buckler? Buckler's only worth 1. Okay. Who can use a heavy crossbow? I'm assuming Lindsay cannot. Oh, she can. Is this like one of those crossbows that you can only fire every other turn? Because I know some pen and paper games has crossbows like that, and those suck. Doesn't look like it, right? Let's try it. All right, heavy crossbow. Nice. He's got a light crossbow. You have a heavy crossbow on Lindsay, and she can shoot it every turn? Okay. I might as well have a light crossbow there. Just in case Harem wants to. You honestly don't remember? It probably is. That's an old pen and paper thing. Dungeons and Dragons used to have heavy crossbows, and they used to do good damage, but you can only fire it every other turn, which totally sucks. You needed a whole turn to reload it. Like, nobody wants that. Yeah. This box contains various household and hunting tools. Perception check. You notice some good steel traps in the box. Gained 18 experience. Use traps to help catch bandits. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Stream froze for you. Is it? Can somebody confirm that's still up? I'm showing no issues on my end. Still going. Okay. Okay. All good? Sweet. Potatoes! I'm taking all the potatoes. Absolutely taking the potatoes. The camera is fixed in this game, yeah? I can't, like, rotate it or anything like that, right? Stream has been good on your end the entire time? Okay, lock it. Alright, let's look over here. Find more traps. There's some disgusting slush in the pot. Eat disgusting slush. Oh, a lore nature check. Wow, I'm succeeding all my checks today. Spill tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. Yes. Yes, we will do that. Okay. So they're just... I like this because they're rewarding me just for exploring. A jasper would be nice. 10 gold would be nice. Heavy mace? I don't think we need to pick that up. All right, so now we got traps over here. We got tar.
I can see.
I'm gonna get the chickens. I'm gonna get the chickens ready. All right, I don't think I ever talked to Bakken over here. Is it Bakken or Boken? All right, let's save it.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
It took you a while to get used to the camera not rotating after playing Divinity Original Sin and Celeste. Yeah, yeah. Having a fixed camera is weird. It's a little weird. All right, let's talk to him. A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Boken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. I make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness, help me with things, bring me water, firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion, consider that your help. We got cure light wounds. Diplomacy 16. The bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. This guy's gonna die in the fight, and I'm gonna be like, Succeeded! Boken scratches his head, then hums to himself and puffs his chest out. Well, all right, I'll show these troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me, maybe even heroic ones. Lindsay gives you a worried glance and turns to Boken. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us, you hear? All right. We'll talk later. This is all different than yours? Really? How so? All right, I think we're ready.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
All right, we're all fatigued for this fight, which is not great. Can I rest before it happens? You cannot rest here. No. Okay. All right, Oleg seems to be gloomier. Let's get back to the possible attack. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in positions and wait. Amari flexes her shoulders. Finally a fight. Was getting bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. All right, I see you're not easily code. I bet you be careful. All right, let's go. That's true. I should use the helium voice for Lindsay. That is a great start. Oh, he's throwing alchemist bombs. How amazing is that? Sparkly, you just pre-ordered Demon Souls vinyl. Oh, wow. That's going to be incredible to listen to. All right, so here we go. We got Amory. He's ranged, not melee, I know, right? So I don't know what... Marauder's having issues getting Amory to be able to attack. So do you have like a weapon set like equipped over here? Oh, right over my head. See, all I'm gonna do is walk her over and I should be able to attack. I can probably charge. Oh no, oh no, she's not fatigued. Wow, they got rid of her fatigue. So I can charge. All right. His name is Haps Biden.
Serves you right.
Nice. Rolled a 1. Critical miss. I don't know why I moved her forward. That was probably a bad idea. Oh, they got more bandits over here. All right. Nice. Nice. Silas. They gave me all my spells back. How nice of them. Five. Who the hell is making all those, like... Why is there constant, like, walking around sound? That's a bug. Why did I take Amory with the magic missile? Oh, I thought that was... I thought that was a bandit. I'm dumb. She didn't seem to mind, though. I was just showing her what it felt like. She asked me earlier, what does it feel like when you magic missile? And since she's a barbarian, she doesn't know that magic missiles always hit their target. And I could just say, ooh, that was an accident. I was aiming for the bandit over your head. That's it. That's what it was. More coffee. Whoops. Yeah, so what's happening with your armory? Like, what happens when you just, like, walk forward and click on an enemy? And did this happen before you modified files? or since? How do I get that to be the weapon set that's equipped? Like that? Yeah. Oh, that was too far. Stop. Oh, it happened before you fixed your little problem. Okay. Yes, the trap triggered and killed him. And he hit Amory too. Friendly fire all over the place with Amory here.
Tear them apart!
All right. Get out of the fire here. Get out of the way. You probably have charge set to auto activate, which requires a distance. Okay, so is there like a little bubble over here with an extra ability? Like, how do you set the ability as a default? All right, isn't there a way to do that? Oh yeah, you right click it. So if it's over here, if her charge attack is over here, then when you left click, it'll automatically do that. So just whatever symbol is over here, right click it so you don't have a default, and then try to do your actions normally. You do have something over there. What is that thing over there for her, for Amory? That might be it. All right. We worked together. We got it. It was charge. Okay. So charge, you can only use charge when there's a certain amount of ground that you can cover. There's nothing in the way and you have like a direct line to it. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to use her normal attack. This is it, right? No, there's Happy Biden and there's this bandit. That's it. So I don't think I have to go too crazy.
You deserved it.
Missed. She can still move. And we're not, yeah, you have to not be fatty goo. That's right, you have to not be fatigued. I don't think they've hit us at all. It's like, shut up, Bog. Okay. Let's magic missile the right people this time. Yes. Can't believe I have a sound bug going on right now. Hey, Hog, what's up?
Repent.
That wasn't right. That wasn't good. Amory. Oh, she missed.
Any last wishes?
Oh my god, everybody. Please start hitting. Attack of opportunity missed too? Wow, everything missed there. There we go. Missed. Should I bless everybody? I think we're okay. Let's just shoot.
Your life ebbs low.
My rolls are terrible, guys. All right, Amory. There we go. Now we're cooking. There we go. Get into nice melee range with him. While in rage, a barbarian gets +2 bonus on melee attack rolls, damage rolls, thrown weapon damage rolls, and will saving throws. But you take a -2 penalty to armor class. And you also gain 2 temporary hit points per hit die. Okay. So I don't think we need to rage right now.
This is where I step in.
Lindsay needs new dice. What happened? Is that an attack of opportunity? Yes. Amory attacks Bennett with Ginormous Sword and hits for 11. Okay, so it happened off camera. Composite Longbows worth 100 gold. We'll be picking that up for sure. Another composite bow. An unidentified cloak. Thank you. Oh, take everything. You're at the trading post. It's a good point, but I want to see what I'm getting. Club. Studded leather. All right, a lot of composite bows, short swords, clubs. It's a good point, though. Might as well take it all and sell it.
Serves you right.
Because we're here. Alright, Oleg. Is F5 to quick save? Yeah. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserve. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. Edward Glads, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. And our Boken here taught them a thing or two as well. You convinced the old alchemist Boken to help you in your struggle against the bandits. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down, just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If it were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. He gives us 100 gold coins. That's amazing. Let's talk to Boken. We sure showed them what's what. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. And the corgi survived. That's the most important thing. All right. Now we're inside. Edward says, hi there, Pathfinder. Nice. Such a great game, although quite unforgiving for new players. I am brand new to this game, but I'm familiar with the Roll20 D&D system. And I've played games like Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 and that kind of stuff. So hopefully we do okay. Yeah. Glad it's over, even if there was a fight. We'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working. Onions, cheese, vegetables, soft cheese. Now, am I allowed to just take stuff like that? I wish there was a way to know if you were about to steal. You feel at such a disadvantage not knowing D&D at all? Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take it. Soft cheese. Ew. Potatoes. I'm glad it's over. We'll talk tomorrow once I finish working. Okay. So, no selling until tomorrow. I can't wait to sell all their things back to them.
It's just not my lucky day.
Oh, she failed to pick the lock. Damn it. What about this one? Ooh, this one worked. This is a great game, Yale. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are liking it. All right. Potion of Vanish. Vanish? Personal stash. Why does it have stuff in it? Scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement. Nice. Alright, I can just collect all this, I guess. Incense Pearl. I can use that for storage. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything I want to store just yet, though. I thought the highlighting objects was a toggle. Guide for travelers, hunters, and explorers of the river kingdoms. Will-o-wisps, werewolves. Oh, they give you info about the monsters you can fight. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against the werewolves. Interesting. For lock chests, you can try them again when you level up and put more points into trickery, or just save before you try like I do. Save's coming! Yeah, that's probably what I should do. We're all overweighted. Yeah. What did I save right before coming up here? Quick save was right there. You're a filthy save scummer. You know what? The beginning of this game is going to be hard enough. We need all the treasure possible.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Done with waiting.
Yeah, go inside. This time, I will save it right before we go up. Actually, we can even go up. I'm gonna save it before we roll right here. Saved!
It's just not my lucky day.
Ha ha! What's the quick load? F8. Come on, game.
It's just not my lucky day.
How do you even see what the roll is? Oh, it's a difficulty 21. Check result 19. Roll 11 plus mod. Okay, so it should be pretty easy to do. This should be pretty easy.
Applause, please.
This looks like it has good stuff. See, I got 2 spoons. What would I have done without those 2 spoons? Pyrite brooch. Golden statuette. That doesn't look like a golden statuette. Oh, wow. Golden trinket. And a scroll of bane. Worth it. Save. I know, right? Ta-da. So here's a personal stash. It's weird that it's got stuff in it, though. Is it not?
Without a doubt.
Liam John the Werepup, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. 2 spoons? You can eat them to eat. You can use them to eat ice cream at double the speed. That's true. It's also the same 2 scoops that they put the raisins in the raisin bran with. I think that's part of it. All right, here we go. Let's go to bed. Time past 17 hours? Jesus. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. By the way, look how small Lindsay is in her bed. It's great. Who are you? I'm glad my adventures begin with such a beautiful sight. What do you want from me? Begone sport, I've had enough. Okay, who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
That's a lot of syllables. Can I just call you guard? No one uses covers. I know. Like, what kind of psychopaths sleep like that? I could never do that. Hey, Sales. I'm glad my adventures begin with such a beautiful sight. What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. the land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Okay. Well, we have a common enemy. That's good. Hey, Strange Shay. The Stag Lord is responsible for this fog?
Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
By the way, this cat over here has the zoomies. It's very distracting. How can I help?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you.
Don't call me Wayne.
All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Okay, there's a lot of instructions there. Thornford has been revealed. Gain 45 experience. All right, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Yeah, get out of my dream. The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. All right. Hi, Sales. All right, this is a safe location. There are no threats in this location. It is sort of a headquarters where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. In such locations, companions don't follow you around and will go about their own business. You can speak with them freely to get to know them better. Once you exit this location and return to the global map, you'll be able to choose the companions you wish to take with you, leaving the others here. Whenever you meet a new companion, you don't want to include them in your party right away. That companion will travel to this location on their own. Well, that's pretty awesome. Hey, Jonathan. You never really played Pathfinder RPG. I've heard Pathfinder called D&D 3.75, and what most thought D&D 4 could have been. Yes. If you played D&D 3.5, a lot of this will be familiar to you. Okay, so our people aren't even here. I'm just gonna go back to bed. Good morning, Moogles! What's going on? Alright, we got a scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement, which we can cast. What do I want to replace? Potion of Bark Skin, Potion of Cure Light. Scroll of Ear Piercing, Scroll of Mage Armor. I don't like only having 5 things on my belt. Put that over there, I guess. Applause, please. What else? The dwarf can get the Scroll of Bane. There we go. Everyone's got a potion at least. Sweet. Alright. Scroll of Magic Missile. I have the Wand of Magic Missiles, so that's okay. Alright, let's go. There are a lot of ways to sort inventory. Yeah, no, I have it sorted to, or I thought I did. date from oldest to newest. So the newest is on the bottom. All right, let's save it.
I can see my destination.
All right, so we can talk to Lindsay a little bit. A halfling girl with tousled hair, wearing a dusty traveler's outfit, sits chewing the tip of her quill.
Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. Oh, hi.
She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes, and gives you a bright smile. All right, tell me about yourself. Now we can finally get to know our companions, eh?
What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
I'm from all over. I was actually born in Gold, in such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, whittling homebrew, having babies, and using books only as kindling.
Well, who was your teacher?
He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital, at the Church of Shellen. But he got into trouble with the authorities and went off on a self-imposed exile to the teeniest, tiniest, most godforsaken priestless village you could find. The one I was born.
He wanted to open up a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you'd like, but no putting any ideas into our children's heads. It'll only distract them from work. But he did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write. He gave me books, poems, legends. He was even the one that told me about the Arch Knights of Avestan. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring so that Shellen would protect me from harm. All right, what is Arch Knights of Avestan? Is a continent in the world of Galarian, one of the most heavily settled areas on the planet. Avestan possesses many varied cultures and environments as any other continent in the world. Pretty cool. All right, I haven't seen him since I ran away from home. I hope he's all right. I'll ask Shellen every day to grant him a long life and new students. Lindsay actually has the ring equipped? I would imagine so. I'll have to look at it, yeah. This voice suits you better. Kane says, I'm still so happy Bog chose the half-orc to be the charismatic-based magic user. Something Kingmaker did well and caught some flack for was that NPCs were at min-maxed and all have their massive flaws. Yeah. I don't know. I felt like being a half-orc sorcerer. I thought it was pretty cool. And honestly, it's not a horrible choice with this system. The half-orc race gives you +2 bonus to whatever stat you want. So I could start off with a 20 charisma despite being an orc. So it's good. Roder says, I'm so interested that this is totally different than my conversations. How deep must this game go? Well, I know, for example, in the very, very beginning in the tutorial, because I did a little bit of research after our stream on Monday, that like you can have totally different people in your starting party depending on how you acted during the whole siege of that castle. So yeah. All right, the Arch Knights of Avestan, who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How could you be a hero without knowing one of our most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself. Every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now look at me. Here I am on a heroic quest. How'd you become a bard? When I realized there was nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened to cross our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me on as an apprentice. Together we traveled everywhere, to Brevoy, to Taldor, and even Ustalav. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Patax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories, so I surely learned to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me. But that's okay. They had already taught me all the important stuff, and now, with Shellen's help, I can manage on my own. Alright, we're gonna have to learn all these places. The immortal principality of Ustalav is a fog-shrouded nature of countless horrors. Oh, well maybe we won't learn about that one. Patax. Haven for thieves and smugglers. Okay. Do you worship Shellen? So Shellen is... Oh yeah, we heard about this. The goddess of art, beauty, love, and music. Yes, not to offend the other gods, but she is the most important of them all. And the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. And why are your clothes so messy? What alignment am I? I'm chaotic good. Yeah. I was trying to be like Ichiban. Why are your clothes so messy? Forget it. I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. Books over looks. There you go. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask what the author had why the author had holes in her sleeves. All right, there you go. Wow, all of that was under tell me about yourself. You come from Pitax, right? Tell me more about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. Actually, Pitax has always been one of the hugest nests of thieves, bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, and card sharps. It's always been a home for the likes of them. But that was before Iravetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Iravetti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown, though that's exactly what he is. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. Alright, while not as popular as some of the great bardic schools of the Inner Sea, Pitax's Academy of Grand Arts still manages to attract some students. Okay. And what do you know about King Iravetti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats, I know, told me from the moment he appeared, he started pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax, and also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Iravetti's style. Oh no, he aims higher, dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king? That's more like it. What's Calistria? Calistria? Also known as the Savored Sting, is the goddess of lust and revenge. Okay. He also likes singing. He also likes singing. Ugh! And he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shellen have mercy on his listeners. All right, so he's a flawed individual. Okay. Ichiban is definitely chaotic good. Possibly chaotic innocent. He's definitely good. Hey, Rainami, what's up? All right, tell me about the academy you studied at. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful for Iravetti for building it. He has no taste at all whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and more importantly, glorifying his royal highness. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on gray scribbles. He sacked a masterful flute player from Tianjia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the academy to expel me, and for what? I'm an innocent limerick? Would you like to go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Iravetti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. Lots of backstory. Yeah. Bog Otter awkwardly reading lore is the best thing ever. Am I awkwardly reading it? I didn't want to be awkwardly reading it. Tell me what you're writing. What's there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happens. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. All right, why are you writing it? What's the point? When I was at the academy, Eobald the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things, all these woods, seas, and cities. It consists of stories about these things. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass, and there will be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. No offense, but your command of language is not that good. I'm not going to say that. Your book is full of inconsistencies. So what kind of character am I? Truth be told, I was a little afraid of meeting a real hero. In books, they're all protectors of the weak and poor. But what about in real life? But you eased all my fears with 2 shakes of a tail. You're a true hero, just like the legends. My new fear is that in 100 years, my readers will say that people like you never existed, but I'm writing the truth. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't ask. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have all the alignment choices here. Dracaris, what's going on? This game is excellent. Very excited for the new Pathfinder game. Enjoy it. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Lawful good. As long as you write the truth, I have no objection. I'm not going to read every single one of these, but some of them should be probably pretty fun. Probably going to say chaotic good. Write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me, or for that matter, overpraise. There we go. Chaotic neutral. I have no interest in censorship. Any stories about me are welcome as long as they're interesting. Chaotic evil, of course you could write whatever you want, but you know what happens to writers who displease their rulers. I'll say kind of good. Whatever you wish. Thank you for your trust. I will not set out to please you, of course, but I still hope that you like my book as much as my other readers. All right, we performed a chaotic good action. Nice. Let me ask you something else. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill. What's there to say? The books woke my urge to travel, but it was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to really get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later, when I told her I was staying in Patax, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. And what's the deal with the ring you always wear? Ah, this. Lindsay holds her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to the friends of Mordor. Foes of Mordor, not friends. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Sheldon, no less. When I get myself into trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. So please, don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here, I promise. Leave and do not return. I never want to see you again. All right, I have to go. Just don't leave without me, of course. I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd be sleeping through lectures at the academy. All right, so I feel like we know Lindsay a lot more now.
Focus on the goal.
Alrighty then. I love how her response to what kind of character am I changes based on how you play. She's much less flattering if you're neutral or evil. Oh, really? That's interesting. Honorial Eight Eyes. Who is this? Honorial Eight Eyes. This elf looks straight at you, throughout the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only ones of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Honorial Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. What is this place? Absalom was a city at the center of the world, a metropolitan-sized showcase of the greatest treasures in Galarian. Okay, so big city. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Honorial Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here awaiting adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts but shallow pockets. A little gold would be welcome change for them. I could send them a message, and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign, and we'll arrange everything right away. Oh, is this like a hireling kind of system? That's what this is, isn't it? That's what this is. I thought that was strange. What's going on, Fizz? What are you doing? What are you doing? Knocking things over. Also, I could summon the tutors from the Pathfinder Society who can retrain you and your companions. They're quite willing to do this for free the first 3 times you request their services. After that, the price of retraining will gradually increase. Such is the way of doing business with all new clients. Okay, Pathfinder Society is a globe-spanning organization based out of Absalom. The membership consists primarily of Pathfinders, adventurers who travel through Galarian. Okay. I need loyal and experienced fighters. I'd like to use the tutor services. Why are you called 8 Eyes? Let's do that. Once long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and look all around at once, though it seems I've outlived my nickname. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. Okay, would you like to join me? No, I've got enough things to do already. You better manage on your own. Alright, where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting, got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'm scared of a good fight. If only I'd known I was missing all the action, but I see you got everything under control. Alright, I have to go. I guess we can hire people there if we need. Yeah, it's pound mates. These are the pound mates. Custom companions. So if you don't want to use the people with the story, you don't want to use the people with the personalities, you want to customize your whole group. That's how you do it. Okay. Got it. All right, let's talk to Svetlana. Good day. I hope you're feeling better after the battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What do you want to ask me? This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I'll completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it right off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it meant much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, and asked me if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing I'd been misheard. Fearing that I'd misheard something. Or that I'd said something stupid, and everyone around me would laugh. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved on the inside. There's one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel, but please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. Okay, I'd happy to help. All right, tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the Stolen Lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lord's men. Sword Lords. All right, what can you say about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the Stolen Lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. All right. I like the chaotic evil responses. Have any of you guys done a chaotic evil playthrough of this? That'd be pretty interesting. Hey, Apintus, how you doing? Chaotic evil. In life, you either inspire fear or cower from it. I prefer to be the one who's feared. I'm gonna go with chaotic good again. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Alright, I can't sell stuff to her. Okay, recover the ring. Sweet. Army of Optus, you've done lawful evil, and it's pretty funny the contrast to how the game begins. Everyone early on so hopeful that you'll save them from the Stag Lord, and you're just brutally honest that things aren't going to change much. Ah, that's funny. You're fine, but you can't stay too long. You've got a meeting in 1 hour. Well, I'm glad you showed up just to hang out for a little while. That's awesome. All right, let's talk to Oleg. Greetings! Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I'd bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he has all kinds of bad magic. All right, show me your wares. Nothing's too good for such a good person. All right, we got to sell a whole bunch of stuff. All right, let's do... This is all the stuff we can sell. That doesn't have any other worth. Okay. We're also going to sell... That... all the leathers. Gonna leave us with one studded leather. We got a bunch of composite longbows. These suckers sell well. Probably hold on to one of them. What's the difference between the composite and the normal longbow? Longbow is 1 to 8, critical times 3. This is 1 to 8, critical times 3. 50-foot range, 50-foot range. What's the difference? Composite bows add strength to your damage. Oh, okay. See, I'm thinking D&D 5th edition. Where you do get the damage bonus for bows anyway. Got it. Okay, so these you actually get your strength bonus. It doesn't actually say that anywhere, does it? Aha. This feature allows you to add your strength bonus to the damage of the bow. You actually have to inspect it. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll hold on to one of those. So we'll hang on to one studded leather. One of those. The hide armor? I don't think we need hide armor. Sell the chainmail. Can I sell these lore books? Tell me about lore books like this. Do you sell them? Do you hang on to them? Does the information about books I've read go to a journal somewhere? Let me know, guys, what you think about that kind of stuff. You threw books in the box? You wonder the same thing? Yeah, you always have to worry about games like this. Do I need the books? In Divinity Original Sin, I would grab every single book, make sure I clicked on it to read it, and then I would sell it. You do know recipes you can copy. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. A few books are used in a quest, but in general you can sell those. I'll put them in my storage. I think that's a good plan. All right, anything else I should sell here? We have ever-burning torches, 2 of them. Let me sort by type. Makes it a little easier to see. Cloak of Resistance. How did this get identified? Sorry for all the questions, gang. This was unidentified last night. Suddenly it's identified. Masterwork. Nunchakos. It's a great axe. We got a lot of butter. Seasoned wing and thighs. All right, let's sell all that. Anything else we want to buy?
43.
Fun fact. Otter spelled backwards is anti-disestablishmentarianism.
No, it's not.
Looked it up on the interwebs, so it must be true. Love you, sir.
Thank you, Whizbam, for the 43 months. How you doing? Otter backwards is Reto. It's an okay axe. It's great, I say. If you want to be a real nerd, you can say okay. No, your best character, usually Lindsay, makes a lore check when you pick up an item to identify it. Okay. Anything here we need? Light mace +1. Masterwork. I'm sure we'll find masterwork stuff. 2-bladed sword +1. 2,400. Jesus. Really what I need is the small bag of holding. Are we going to get close to that? I'm at 1,400 at 27. Let's save up. Let's save up for the bag of holding. That's what I want. That's what I want.